Hey everyone, this is what I need to know right now with all the energies of the universe that are converging. Anyway, it's a what I need to know right now. Light and dark and life area. So I have one tarot deck representing the dark. It's the Bohemian Gothic Tarot. That's going to represent the shadow energy. And then I have the Gateway to the Divine Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. And then I have some Lenormand cards to designate, kind of give us an idea about the areas of life that we could be experiencing some shifting in and some any energy work in, growth periods, growth opportunities, whatever you want to call it. I will probably also be doing some energy work as well with each group. So we'll just kind of see what we come up with. I haven't looked at the cards. This is group 1, 2, 2, and 3. So I'll give you a few seconds. If you need more time, you can pause the video. And I will probably actually pause. I don't know. Let me just dive right in. I don't think I need to pause the video. So I'm just going to move these out of the way. Sometimes I pause the videos. Okay, so group 1. You can see what's going on here. This is the dark side. Knight of Cups, the World, and Six of Cups. Interesting. This is the lighter side. More cups. Four of Cups, the Emperor, Three of Swords, and Four of Swords. Okay, it's all fitting in there. Then the Lenormand cards. Somehow I knew the mice was in there. It's interesting, the dark side looks a lot more fun and interesting. The lighter side has a lot more there's been some amount of hardship, heartbreak, possibly involving someone who is a bit set in their ways and stubborn. There's wanting to move away from a situation, taking a break from a situation that has really caused you some heartbreak and misery and sadness. In the shadow side, there's somebody coming in from your past. There's someone who is creative, and there is a new chapter beginning. So this is looking to me, the dark side, like, how the seed germinates in the ground, and you can't see the seed germinating in the ground. It's sprouting a root and it's making leaves. The leaves, the leaves are starting to come up through the ground. That's what the dark side looks like to me in this particular spread. It looks like what you're seeing that's illuminated is a need to rest, take a break from what was going on. There has been some work, some structure that has been a burden. There's been some burdensome, some some heavy energy that has really been weighing you down. You need a break. You also have had some relationship issues with someone who's a bit stubborn and set in their ways, some problems with authority. It looks like there is a new chapter coming in that you're just not seeing yet. It's coming in, and somebody from your past, old friendships could resurface. The guides are saying there's a lot of past life energy in these three cards, a tremendous amount of past life energy. Somebody from a past life's going to be coming through. Could be somebody from that you already know in this lifetime. My guides are saying it's very past life. You're going to also be possibly doing some traveling, or going somewhere. If you don't do long distance traveling, there is some going to somewhere you haven't been before. You could be visiting something you haven't seen before where you live, or entering a whole nother realm and meeting people that you didn't really know existed where you lived. Coming into new contact with interesting people that you just didn't quite, you just were like, where have these people been? Or where has this experience been? Or what, and you could be doing some traveling, but not necessarily. This could be an adventure close to home as well. And the life area, there is some new beginning. Like I said, this is a new beginning coming in. Something has been blocking you, taking away from this new start. This new start you have been a bit stressed out about. It hasn't been coming as easily as you would have liked. There's some stress going on with this new chapter. Something's just eating at you. Something's taking away from you stepping into this new experience. So I think we're coming into an energy work period, or not period, but time. So I'm going to move out. I'm going to do some energy work on group 1. So we're going to ground out. We're going to move out some of this resistance. It's a resistance energy. It's a resistance to change. It's a fear of change. It's a fear of some success. This isn't going to totally block you, but it is slowing down this process a bit. This seed is going to germinate. It is going to come up, but there is anxiety about this new start and this new direction you're going to be going in. And it does look very social to me. It has a very social feel to it. That you're going to be meeting different people and going to new places and experiencing some different things. So let's just do a quick energy work on group 1. So there was some energy coming up, like I said, from past lives. This is a very general reading, so I'm not going to get into like a lot of details about past lives. There is something coming in about the past life energy. It just seems pretty general, really. It's, there were changes that you had made in a past life that are that didn't maybe go as well as you had hoped, and now it's bringing up fears in this life, that sort of thing. So we cleared out some of that energy for group 1. I'm getting this reading is for the next couple weeks. I'm going to try to keep this as a timeless reading, but I do feel like it is, if you're watching it now, it is going to be in full effect for in the next couple weeks to a month or two, probably it's about a month. I'm kind of getting a lunar energy around this whole reading, this whole pick a card reading, that it's kind of going along with the moon cycles. So group 1, See if we get anything else that we need to connect with. There are some beings coming in that I'm going to move out. So there are some beings the guides want me to talk to you about. There are these 3 beings that have arrived for group 1 that are not of your best interest. It's really strange. They look like they have white sheets on them, and I don't I'm not they look almost like they're, the ghost images from where people, threw a white sheet over them and pretended to be a ghost. That's what I'm seeing. Not the other white sheets. We won't go, that's not what I'm seeing. I'm seeing just that pretend ghost thing. They're like have these white cloaks on. They almost look like the Grim Reaper but in white. And there are these 3 beings with the Grim Reaper kind of look, but they're white. They have these white cloaks. And yeah, they're like white Grim Reapers. That is so weird. My goodness. Okay. There's like it's funny, there's 2 and then there's 3 and then the third one kind of comes in and out. So, my guides are telling me to move these beings out of this space for this group, and that even though they are in some ways helpful in this death type of experience, this rebirth, they are they're no longer of use, that there's other guides that are coming in that are more up to present time with what you're going through, and that these are old beings and there's a new being coming in that is just going to serve, new guides coming in, okay, that are going to serve you better. These guys they're kind of just their contract's over, so we're going to help them along. And there's this much stronger guide coming in that has a kind of a pagan god kind of feel to it. So I don't know if you resonate with that. But I'm sorry, that's what I'm saying, okay? There's more of this pagan god energy coming in. I do a lot with goddess energy, but this is a masculine energy. This is a very masculine uh masculine energy, and it's a guide for group 1. It's like you're getting it's very, very strong, has a very strong and strengthening energy, very supportive, very positive, and old. It has an ancient feel to it, but it's a much stronger and more positive energy than these cloaked white beings. Okay, group 1. Oof, that was a lot. So let's just ground, bring in some gold suns. Okay, we'll have fun with that. And yeah, this is for the next couple weeks. I think this whole entire pick a card is going to be, it's timeless, but it's also current energy we're looking at. Okay, thank you, group 1. Okay, group 2. I'm going to connect with the energies of group 2. There you go. Here are your, this kind of links up with group 1 in a weird way. So these are your dark side, and these are the light side. Wow. Very cool, group 2. And then this gives us a little more information. These 2 Lenormand cards give us a little more information on where in where in your life this could all be happening. It is very general. These two cards are pretty general. Let's start with, I might need to pull another card for the Lenormand cards. Anyway, group 2. You have a lot of strength in the darkness. You're healing a past event that was very difficult, where you really feel like there's like a lot of loss and remorse about a past event. There's a huge amount of past life energy in there. You've experienced this over and over. The guides are saying it's something you've experienced over and over in lifetimes. And you've re-experienced it in this life, and they're wanting to put an end to that. They're wanting to put an end to this repeating pattern that you've experienced, and it is suffering, and it is very loss oriented. There could be a relative or somebody close to you, or a pet. There's a strong pet energy. We do get very bonded with our pets in this, time, this time on planet Earth. So the guides are actually wanting to do a healing on this right now. Usually I wait till the end of the reading to do a healing. The guides are going to do a healing right now on this past life picture that this group keeps re-experiencing in every lifetime. They're saying that you experience it several times, that in this lifetime you could have experienced it 3 times, where there's loss and mourning going on, of where you lost something. And I know this is general, but this is these are general readings, these YouTube pick a cards. Okay, so we're going to move this energy out. Do a healing. They're bringing in something from the Akashic records. There's a timeline shift, and there's a healing on those of you that in this group that have experienced this trauma. There's lifetimes of this trauma that is being healed right now. But the good news is you're coming into a lot of strength. You're coming into some new creative and inspirational projects. You're being reborn in a way, and you're going to really shoot for the stars. You're really going to come out of this feeling a lot better, having hope, having power, having inspiration, having motivation. So that's where we're coming out of from this feelings of loss and remorse. Whew, there's some energy coming in. There's war, I'm seeing past lives where there was, there were battles, and people came in and they came in and, did a lot of death and destruction to a village you were living in, and you lost family members, and there was some cataclysmic event as well that I'm looking at. I'm looking at an apocalyptic event that some of you are remembering from, could be another planet, but there's an apocalyptic event you're looking at as well. Anyway, you're moving away from that. Let's do some more healing work on that. Okay, so good job releasing that. Like I said, you're coming into a really amazing, you're coming out of it. You're like the phoenix rising from the ashes. So the lighter side looks really good too. You're moving into another extremely, like this, it's like carries over from these. You're moving into a much more productive and moving forward very rapidly. You're a shooting star. This is like the shooting star group. You're going to have a lot of success with work. You're going to have some projects that you're going to be doing. You're going to be feeling really inspired, a lot more than you might have in a long time. The guides are telling me this is a few months out, even though I like the first group I was saying. I was saying, it was I'm trying to this reading's timeless, but I'm trying to keep it. I'm thinking it's mostly very short term, but a few months is pretty short term. The first group was like it was kind of 2 weeks to a month. This is going to be a little bit longer of a process. It's going to be 2 to 3 months. I'm gonna pull some more the Lenormand cards aren't giving me a whole lot of information. It's like stress, could be some sort of stress, or could be, uh, could be hiking or doing work outside, actually, is there's a lot of outdoor activities, group activities presented in the Lenormand cards. Lilies, so that's something you've done in the past. It's something you've been doing for a long time, maybe not in this lifetime, though probably you have been doing it in this lifetime. It's something that goes way back, has a long history and tradition, that you could be getting involved in as far as a creative project or something that you're doing. We're going to do another quick. I mean, that's like an outlet for you, okay? So it's like an outlet would be doing something that you feel like you've done in past lives, and that you've done, we've all had that experience where we take up a hobby and you feel like you've done it before. It's like I've done this before. I had that with astrology, and even to some degree with the cards, but I definitely had that with astrology. Okay, so our ground, there's a lot of dark energy around this group. We're going to move out this dark energy. Okay, all right. Oh, then it comes in really bright. There's all these bright colors coming in. There's new guides coming in for this group as well. It's interesting because I've been seeing that in a lot of my readings as well, that people are just moving away, they're ending contracts with spirit guides and getting new spirit guides. It's like this change of spirit guides that's going on across the board right now. Okay, well, thank you, group 2. I think that covers everything for group 2, and you're looking good. You're looking like you're going to be off to all kinds of new adventures, and once you're working on healing some stuff. Like I said, we worked on that. We did some energy work around that, and yeah, focus on some stuff. You could definitely use some of your past hobbies as an outlet to move ahead. Anyway, thank you, group 2. Okay, group 3. Here we go. So here is the darker side of things. The lighter side of things. And the 3D side of things. How's this affecting, how's this expressing itself in real time? 3D life. Okay, well, your dark side is very, very intricate. It has a lot of going on. You have a lot going on beneath the surface. You have a lot you're working on beneath the surface. You have experience quite a bit of, you've experienced a lot. Let's just say that your experiences run deep, they run far, they run back lifetimes. You are looking at redoing a lot of things. You're actually kind of doing both. You are, certain things you're going to redo, and other things you're going to do over, if that makes sense. Like you're going through a lot of your files from past lives. You're going through this is all subconscious, okay? So you're subconsciously going through a lot of your files from past lives. You're going through, they want to bring in the Akashic Record keepers. The Akashic Record keepers are looking at your Akashic records. They're not sure what to do at this point. Sometimes we go through our Akashic records and we can actually clean out our Akashic records. They are looking at your Akashic records. They're not doing anything yet. It's very strange. The Akashic record keepers are just kind of going, okay, what do we do? We're not sure. So it looks like you're looking at what changes you want to make, what you do want to keep from past lives, what you do want to keep from getting future lives. I don't know. Okay, future lives, why not? But time is not exactly how, time is kind of abstract. Anyway, you've had a lot of lifetimes where you did a lot of traveling. You met somebody and you moved, like you got married in a different location. You There's a lot of marriage coming in from where you moved and got married. You had to move to get married. You switched. You had to uproot everything to start this new relationship. There is a fear of doing that coming in. You're really not sure. This is in the light. The light is showing that you're really not sure about where you're going to go in a certain situation. There's a man, could be a man. If you are a man, it could be you. If you're going to meet a man or you have a man, it could be your man. There's a male energy here, and there is either a third party energy or a distrust of a situation. So for many of you, you could have moved in this lifetime or in a past lifetime. You could have moved with, and it could have involved a man, or you were the man, uh, and it did not go well. Like, you moved to be with somebody, you moved to start a new life somewhere with someone in a marriage type of situation, and it just didn't go as planned, or it just didn't go well. You might not have had plans, it just didn't go well. There is wanting to hold on to things. There's wanting to hold on to material things. And so we're going to work on that energy we'll do our healing work around the need to hold on to things because it's blocking you from something. So once you let go of these things, whatever it is, I mean, this is a general reading. I'm reading for a lot of people. This is a soul group I'm reading for. So you're not all going to have the same experience. But there's definitely something you're holding on to, especially materially, and it's not helping you at all. Okay, so that's you moving forward. So there is an energy coming in. Okay, interesting. So it looks like there's a new relationship for many of you coming in. There's a new relationship. Or it could be somebody from your past. that's coming back, like it's a message of love. There's a message of love coming in. And there is a feeling of really wanting to hold on to things and not quite being ready to let go. Once you let go of this, there's this message of love coming in. It definitely could be from a potential new romantic partner, or it could be from a friend or relative. But there is a message of love for you in all of this. So the guides are showing me that you're a little stuck at a certain level, that you're a little bit stuck. And once you get unstuck, you will raise, your whole life will kind of shift into a higher vibration, into a better feeling, more productive, happier, easy go, easygoing kind of vibe, right? Like you're kind of just moving, you'll rise above some of the things that have been holding you down. So we're going to do I have healing guides. We're going to do a kind of a sweep through with some of this old energy. The Akashic record keepers are not quite sure what to do yet. They're getting there though. They're actually coming up. They're starting to get together and come up with a plan for your Akashic records. So I'm going to ground that out, bring in lots of like pink and reds and stuff coming in, and yellows. Okay, so that energy's a lot better. The Akashic record keepers are starting to work on your Akashic records, and they will meet with you on the astral, or if you're conscious enough of it, or you're into that sort of thing, you could meet them with them yourself. But you, on some level, will be meeting up with your Akashic record keeper, and they're already working on it. They're already starting to move a little bit towards getting rid of something, just cleaning out the Akashic records and moving into more uh, positive timelines for this group. Okay, so I think that's my message. I feel like it's complete. Let me just ground it. Thank you, group 3. And if anyone's interested in private readings, I do astrology, cards, of course, and psychic readings. And I can leave the information below. Thank you, group 3, and have fun in your journey. This will start to You're going to start to see a shift this week. Whenever I think this is going to be a timeless reading, but you will start to see a shift this week. But it's going to take a few months to run its course, to start getting things really moving forward again. But you will start to see some momentum starting this week, especially with the Akashic record keepers kind of going through some of your files. All right, bye for now, group 3, and thank you.